it again. Every time Nigeria is ringing bell. If I look on news, it is bell. If I look social media, it is problem. When I should be drinking coffee, they will make me to come online. They don't want to have me to rest. But you know what? You know what? The spirit in me, the Biafra spirit in me, I said, when I told you, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is looking for 100 people, I promise that I have 50 in me. You have not seen anything. It is not by my power. It is not by my power. It is not by my power. But, you know, as my own oru, I am a royal rucha. You understand? Till Biafra come. But today you are going to receive sense. The crypto, Nigeria crypto. As they are crippling your economy, they close border. They close the border. ESN came out automatically, you know, weaponized. It shocked them. It shocked them. They said, this border no work. Oh. This close of border no work. Oh. Now, how do we stop the funding now of this Sunday or Igbo? How do we stop the contribution? Let us stop the crypto. Because they were following Nigerians, southern Nigerians. Use crypto. We should open crypto. We use crypto. Don't use the Western Union. Don't use this. They say, so these people are doing crypto. Okay, let us slash them. Bah! They are not considering the economic impact of crypto. No. They are not considering how much the crypto is bringing to Nigeria economy. Their agenda is not to make Nigeria progress. No. They have a better agenda. Now you get the point. Now you get the point. My only problem is that why is it that you must wait? Was Thomas born in Nigeria? Is Thomas a Nigerian? Is Thomas in the Bible in Nigeria? Are you a lineage of Thomas? Are you a lineage of Thomas? All of you have Thomas blood in your vein. How did you get Thomas blood in your vein? That it must happen to you first before you understand. We hear more. In Anokia, you hear more kind of Woo! When we are telling you, you don't know, we are telling you, even we are not prophets, but everything we have said, everything we open this mouth to say, if it don't happen today, it will happen tomorrow. I want you to go from the beginning of this struggle. From the beginning. In fact, even the one that we are not sure of, once God asks us to say it, we will say it and God will do it. Hey! Woo! I said, did you see the prayer? May God harden the heart of the leaders in Nigeria so that we will tell them, the world may know that Obi is no longer a boy. I remember when we used to read the history of the Greeks, the Greek god. I don't know, you know, of course you don't read all those things in Africa. The history of the Greek gods. Medusas. Medusa, they say Medusa is she look at when you look at Medusa, you turn into she will dry you and you become stone. Medusa have snake.
This is na wicked word. This is na confusion word. Listen to Palibran. I will tell you a story about one lady girl. Pali they go to work. Pali they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. Driver they go. Opposite Udi, by the rocky hand the side, along the Sukudu road. I see people run. Then I ask the driver waiting they happen. Driver tell the Pali boy, see no day for talk. It's better you take your eye and see. Then I call the driver. Driver waiting. This is my.
I want you people to understand that the liberation of Biafra has entered the highest stage in the history of Biafra. Not even during the war. I am telling you, it has entered the highest stage ever. And we are going to do everything humanly possible in this life to restore Biafra. Everything humanly possible will be done. And I want you people to understand that the Biafra liberation is step by step, segment by segment, plan by plan, executions by execution. We'll be executing those plans according to the template till the last one. And Biafra.
Let us go talk about the objective of your struggle and how do you intend to achieve it in practical terms?
In practical terms, it is civil disobedience. The same way that Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. accomplished civil rights in America, the same way that Mahatma Gandhi led India to independence out of British colonial rule, the same principles we are applying, and might I add, very successfully too. We will do everything possible to unravel and unshackle the zoo called Nigeria. Everything humanly possible. No stone will be left unturned. We will sacrifice everything sacrificable. Material, life, blood will throw into.
And we will do everything humanly possible to see the Biafra.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on this evening quick program. I appreciate everyone that has connected to the program this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. As you join us, please kindly like and share to other platforms, share to family and friends, share to everyone that is close to you. This is our evening section today. We've not been able to have our evening section for the past 2 days, and due to some certain issue, it's not easy. It's not easy for us. Those of us who are coming online on daily basis, sometimes it's not easy. There are so many challenges we have to face and so many hurdles that we have to pass to be able to anchor. But by the special grace of Chukwu Kabiama, here are we today. I thank you for joining the program. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being part of this program. I say, may Chukwu Kabiama continue to guide and protect everyone that is doing one thing or the other in this very journey of Biafra. I pray that Chukwu Okike will guide and protect you. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiam will give you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiam will continue to lead you to the path of truth. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, anywhere you are watching from, we have come once again to speak to our people on certain issues. And today, we are going to take it as fast as we can. We're not going to take much of your time. When we look at the topic we have chosen there, it says the battle to save the land of Biafra is on. The battle to save the land of Biafra is on. It must be fought and won at the same time. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are, you know, our land is in a battle. We are fighting a very serious battle. In case you do not know or you do not understand, if you don't understand, it means you are not paying attention. It's either you are pretending or you intentionally not paying attention. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching from, as the battle intensifies, we continue to win. I have said this several times that it is what we do that will save us. Our freedom is in our hand. The freedom of the Biafran people is not in the hand of any man or woman. The freedom of Biafran people is not in the hand of anybody. It is you and I that will free ourselves. If we don't do so, nobody is going to do it for us. So therefore, my fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching from, we must sit up and do what we have to do. There are a lot of challenges out there, a lot of attacks. But I bet you every single hour, minute, second that we spend broadcasting or speaking about the issue of Biafra has a lot to do. It will go a long way to lead us to our freedom. Don't think that nobody is listening. Even when you come online and you discover that you are only one talking, you are not alone. Some of us in this media, we feel the same also. Sometimes we feel like we are the only ones shouting and talking. When you come online and you find out that it's like everybody have deserted you, only you is the one. Sometimes when you look at your environment, you look at where you are, look at your work, look at your offices, your countries, your businesses, your working places, you are standing alone. You might be in some environment where you have huge number of Biafrans. You have huge number of Biafrans, but at the same time, you look around, you find out that you are the only one, only voice speaking. Sometimes it is tiring and confusing, but I bet you, my beloved brothers and sisters, do not be tired. Do not be confused. I can understand we are human. Sometimes that human feeling will come into us to discourage us, to overwhelm us. But I bet you, we must remain consistent, for that is the way we can be able to overcome. There is nothing that is happening today that has not happened before. And there is nothing that is happening today that is not bound to happen. Every propaganda you are hearing today, every lie you are hearing today are bound to happen. They are bound to happen. Chike Chibo, thank you for joining. You're welcome, Chike Chibo. You're welcome. I appreciate you. So wherever you are, do not get discouraged. Do not. It's a very tedious task. Very, very tedious task. I'm not going to come to pretend to tell you that it's easy. What we are doing is not easy. Including you that is on the comment section, making your comment, helping to share the videos. It is not an easy task. It's not an easy task. Many of us have lost opportunities because of the cause of Biafra. Many of us have lost friends because of the issue of Biafra. Many of us have lost family members and parents because of Biafra. But are we going to hands off and say we are no longer good? No. That is more reason why we should fight and fight until the last man standing, to prove to those who think we can't do it that we can. One of the reasons why you will never give up is to prove your innocence and to show the world that yes, we can. They think we cannot. They have called us different kinds of names: miscreants, terrorists, warmongers, tribal bigot. There is no title they have not given us. Are we going to run away because of these titles? No. Instead of running away, it makes us to stand stronger. Instead of walking away, you have to stand stronger, because it is this time that we can prove to them that yes, we know what we are talking about. We know why we are fighting. And we know where we are going. And that was why Mazen Nandi kind of reminded us that consistency is the key. So wherever you are doing, you must be consistent. You must be consistent. In this battle to save Biafra, every one of us must be consistent. There was a video I played in the morning from our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, that I'm still going to play today, for you to listen and hear the instructions and directions, and also encourage yourselves. So many things we are facing today is being caused and planned and orchestrated by Nigerian government intentionally. It is a design by the enemies to make us feel the way we are feeling today. So many of us are feeling that we cannot be able to do it. So many of us are getting weaker. So many of us get disappointed. And so many of us do not have faith in ourselves anymore. It is not meant to be so. But the contraption called Nigeria, the British and their allies have designed this system to make us feel comfortable in its enslavement. They designed a system to make us believe that we cannot do anything on our own. They have designed a system to make us to feel that fighting for our freedom is a crime. Excuse me. They design a system that made us feel that our brothers are the real problem. They design a system that make you feel that it is your brother that is your real enemy. It is not true. There are a lot of positive things about us, but they silence those positive things about us. In fact, the positive side of our story is greater than the negative. But the enemies of Biafra have focused on the negative and pushed it to a proportion that we begin to believe that we have more negativity than positivity. That is a lie from the pit of hell. They have pushed this lie so much that even we that are Biafrans begin to believe it. More especially the Igbo Biafrans. They begin to see themselves as imperfect. They begin to see themselves as the troublemakers. They begin to see themselves as the problem. But it is not so. It is not and has never been. But they are seeing themselves as a problem because the contraption called Nigeria has designed it to be so. And they have mastered this art for a very long time, to an extent that you begin to believe that they are right, but they are not. These same people that are forcing you to believe falsehood about yourself have on several occasions confessed you as the solution. Don't forget that. The Yoruba people have confessed about the hard work of an Igbo person. In fact, they are the one that in the forefront of telling you that wherever you go and you don't see an Igbo man, wrong. That land cannot succeed. The Hausas know that the Igbos cannot stay down. They are people who can turn sand to food. They are the people who can make things happen. This word is spoken by them on several occasions, intentionally or unintentionally. There are so many positive aspects of us that can change a continent. What we have in us can change a continent to become what it's supposed to be. But at the same time, they push down this fact. They project the negativity to you. They tell you that Biafrans are troublemakers, Biafrans are drug peddlers, Biafrans are ritualists, that Biafrans are this and that, different kinds of lies. And they have pushed that lie with their media, using their Yoruba media to push this very falsehood to an extent that you yourself begin to believe them. You begin to believe them. That is why you will come into a program of the Biafran people and you say that we are the problem. We are never the problem. We have never been. We have never, ever been the problem. But because they have mastered this act, they have put in place this system that make you believe that you are the problem. They even do it to the extent that some of us are so scared to talk about their own nation. That is why a Biafran will come and tell you that we don't want to get that if we get our nation, we will kill ourselves. If we get our nation, we will destroy ourselves. If we get that, there's no point. We better stay here and repair where we are. A lie from the pit of hell. Some will come and tell you, how are we going to survive if we get this nation? If we break away from Nigeria, how are we going to survive? That things are going to get worse. Everything is going to get back. Now we cannot lose ourselves. We cannot manage ourselves. That we are too envious. We are too arrogant. Lie from the pit of hell. But this lie have been pushed and projected to you to an extent that you begin to believe this lie as the truth. This is the evil of the Janjaweed. But at this point in time in 21st century, we say no to that lies. We say no to that evil agenda. We can govern ourselves. We are not the problem. We can change things. We love ourselves. In fact, we are the foundation of that zoological republic that stands. The one Nigeria they so love and cry, the only people that tend to be practicing it are the Biafran people. Take it to the bank. It is only the Biafran people that are holding and hugging onto that one Nigeria. Even up to this moment as I'm speaking, go and check. The people that makes Nigeria one Nigeria is still the Biafran people. It is only the Biafrans that move from their territory to go to other territories and develop there, not minded. They go to other territories and establish there, not minded. Even with the hatred, the attack, the loss of lives and properties, they continue to move. But we said enough is enough. We cannot continue on that path. Never again. We cannot continue on that path. Never again. We have to change that system of life and embrace something else. What are we going to embrace? Our own nation. We have to embrace Biafra. And I thank you that the redeclaration has been done. All we need to do today is to support the United States of Biafra in the best way we can to build a nation where human rights will be respected, a nation where people can grow in their own space at their own speed, a nation where you can have a good economy, a nation where you can have security, a nation where the life expectancy will be high. We can do it. Yes, we can. But the system of Nigeria continue to tell you, even in your ears, that you cannot. Today, they have employed so many criminals. They have employed so many errants, including the people who are appearing in the name of Biafra. They appear in the name of Biafra and they tell you cannot do it. Yes, we can. They have capitalized on the division we are having today, and they make it as if there are no division other places. I can bet you that even among the Arewas, there are division. The Hausas, the Fulanis have their divisions. The Oduduwas, the Yorubas, they have their divisions. In other parts of the world, there are disagreements. Disagreement is not only common with the Biafrans. No, it is not. The only reason you see it as if it is common with the Biafrans is because to him much is given, much is expected. A lot is expected of the Biafran because of whom we are. The world is not denying whom we are. The world knows us better than we know ourselves. The Janjaweed, the Fulanis, they know us better than we know ourselves. They know what we can do. They're not denying. They know what we can do. And that is why they do not want us to come up. That is why when they see us, they feel threatened. When they hear of Biafra, they feel uncomfortable. They lost their appetite. But are we going to say because of their evil plans, deeds, and wishes, we will not fight for Biafra? God forbid. We will fight and fight and fight even more until the last man standing. Nothing is going to stop the restoration, full restoration of Biafra. We have gone past the preaching of say we will. We are already Biafrans. The United States of Biafra has been declared. It has been already declared. And what we have to do, every single one of us, is to support the recognition and full restoration by all means necessary. Every one of us have a role to play. You have a role to play. I have a role to play. In that your own little way, in that your own little corner. As I'm doing my part in my little corner, do your own part in your little corner. Preach Biafra. Talk to people around you. Share the information about Biafra. Do not fight your brother or your sister, even in your disagreement. Do not insult your brother or your sister, even in your disagreements. There is never a law that says that we must speak in one voice. No. Sometimes we have to disagree and then agree. As human beings, except you are not human, where normal human beings are, there will always be disagreement. Because that is one of the features that is in us. Where human beings exist, wherever human being exists, naturally, even if it is one family, even if it is between twins, twin brothers, twin sisters, they disagree. They disagree. But in that their disagreement, they will later on find an agreement. That is one thing we have to have at the back of our mind. For those who are brothers and sisters who have a different opinion in their heart, do not spend your time and your energy abusing, insulting, and destroying. No. Can you spend more time in preaching why you want to be free? Can you spend more time in talking about the atrocities of Nigeria against your people? Can you spend more time exposing the policies put in place by Nigerian government against your people to enslave you? What is happening in Nigeria today cannot happen in any other country of the world, and there will be no outrage. Nigerian situation has become worse and will continue to be worse. It doesn't matter what you think. It does not matter what you say and how you say it. The situation of Nigeria will continue to be worse and worse and worse. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. The only thing you can do as a Biafran is to support the exit of the Biafran people. If you are a Oduduwa person, support the exit of Oduduwa. You are Arewa, support the exit of Arewa. Nigeria is not meant to be one. These are countries. There are countries that are merged together by force, artificially by human beings. These are places that Chukwu Okike Abiyama has already made it the way it should be. The people in the old southeastern region have the same value system, and this is a country of its own. People in the southwest region, they are people in the monarchical system, and they are one and satisfied with whom they are. The people in the north enjoy their feudal system, and it is working for them. But someone came all the way from the British, all the way from Britain, and said, you, from today onwards, you will be one and you call yourself Nigeria. Without any resistance, without any formal consultation, without any proper information, people were forced on gunpoint to stay together. And that is the situation of Nigeria. After many decades, more than a generation now, some people are still bent on protecting what a white man put in place, artificial construct of a white man. You are still busy protecting the artificial construct of a white man. Not just that it is artificial construct of a white man, it is not working. Something that is not working and will never, ever work. After more than 100 years, Nigeria is still talking about unity. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Countries that emerged after Nigeria, countries that emerged a few years ago, they are no longer talking about unity anymore. They are focused on development and building of their countries. Countries that Nigeria are older than with so many years, they have moved forward. They are no longer talking about unification and whatever, and oneness and all that. But Nigeria, after more than 100 years, they are still talking about preaching oneness, be together, togetherness, togetherness, togetherness. Take, for example, look at Singapore. Singapore is now the economic hub of the world. They are not there talking about unity or oneness. No, because the citizens know what they want. They made their choice and they broke away, went their separate ways to build a nation. And they have succeeded in building a nation today. They are economic hub of the world. And they are focused on development. So many other countries like that. But the Zoological Republic, after 100 years, they are still fighting to make it a country. It is not, and it will never be. It does not matter how you try to do it, how you try to lie about it. Nigeria is not a country, has never been a country, and will never be a country. And the more you continue to force it, you are enforcing insecurity. You will continue to sponsor criminality directly or indirectly, bad economy directly and indirectly, insecurity directly and indirectly. As long as you continue to speak about one Nigeria being together, the criminality, the insecurity, the starvation will not stop. It will increase. And definitely, the war of Islamization will definitely happen. The only way to escape the doom that is ahead of Nigeria is to walk away, break away. That is the only remedy. That is why our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpan Joko presented Biafra as the only remedy. Not one of the only remedy. As soon as Biafra walks away, every other indigenous person will be free. Freedom will come, and people will begin to reason like human. People can build their country according to their own space and according to their speed. And each region will begin to respect themselves. They will begin to do businesses genuinely, and they will begin to have a healthy competition among each other. This thing we are so much talking about, I say it again and again and again, has been done in so many countries and it works. Why is it that the Europeans do not want it to work for us in Africa? Why is it that the British do not want us to apply something that has worked in Asia, worked in America, worked in Europe? Why are they stopping it from working in Africa? Why? The only reason is because of their selfish interests. The only reason is because they claim they are superior, that we are blanks, we don't have the right to think for ourselves. That is why they have refused to allow what have worked for others to work for us. The only solution to Nigeria is disintegration. And by the way, we the Biafrans that are in the front line are not just fighting for ourselves. What we are doing today is going to favor everybody on the planet Earth, because this plan that the Fulani jihadist one has to take over Nigeria, if they succeed, if peradventure they succeed, the whole world will hear it. If they succeed in capturing Nigeria that they want, Nigeria undoubtedly is one of the countries that have the greatest number of mineral resources on the planet Earth. The greatest number of mineral resources on the planet Earth. You can imagine what they will do when they lay their hand on the resources that's in Nigeria. There is no weapon on the planet Earth that cannot buy. And you know the agenda. The only single agenda they have is to conquer the world by war. This Fulani jihadist only mission is to conquer the world by war, not by innovation, not by education, but by war. A project that their great-grandfather, Osman Dan Fodio, their great-grandfather, Osman Dan Fodio, gave to them, and they are pursuing it diligently. And they are not stopping. You think they stop? You think they will stop? Commodore Lowumi made it clear that they are not going to stop. It doesn't matter how long. That the only time they will stop is when there is a breakup. When Nigeria break, you have put an automatic stop to the advancement of the Fulani Janjaweed. I don't know why it is difficult for people to understand. This thing is about saving life, innocent life. The shedding of blood we are seeing today will never stop until Nigeria disintegrates. You see, the extent they have got today is to create confusion among people. They create confusion within brothers, sisters, and sisters fasting. More especially in Biafra land today. They have succeeded in creating chaos in Biafra land. They have succeeded in creating major problems in Biafra land. You see, Biafra land today is being occupied by different kinds of security outfits, different kinds of vigilante group with different mission. None of them have the central mission of protecting the people and securing the land. No. Every vigilante group in Biafra land, they have a different mission. And their mission is against each other. Every vigilante group that is formed, instead of focusing on protecting life and properties of the people and focus on the enemy, stop the enemies from advancing, they focus on their own brother. They want to eliminate that person that says he's a Biafran. Their project is to eliminate that person that says he wants to be free from Nigeria. That person that wants to stop the advancement of the Fulanis, that is the person they are going after. And these people have the resources because they are being sponsored by the government of the day. That is how bad it is. Some of us do not understand the danger ahead. The reason we are shouting on daily basis, even when I'm tired, I come here. By this time of the night, I'm supposed to be sleeping. I'm supposed to be sleeping now, but I'm awake. I'm supposed to be sleeping, but I'm awake. I can't sleep. With the scary videos that is coming from Biafra land, with the scary phone calls we are getting, we can't sleep. Even though we are out of that contraption, yet we cannot afford to be silent. We're having sleepless night because of what is about to happen if nothing is done. My fellow Biafrans, the time has come when we will begin to look at ourselves as the solution and not the problem. Look at yourself as the solution. Stop believing the lie of the Janjaweed when they tell you that your brother is the problem. That because your brother is asking for self-determination, that is why he is the problem. The DSS will come and carry out operation, and they will tell you that it is your brother that did it. And you believe them. And you believe them. You believe them and you form a security outfit and begin to go after your own brother. This is a master plan orchestrated by the Nigerian government to destabilize Biafra land, and they are succeeding because so many of us fell into that trap of that lie. They have planned this for a very long time. From the moment Mazen Nandekano established the Eastern Security Network, they knew that it's a game changer, that things cannot be the same anymore. From that moment Mazen Nandekano formed the Eastern Security Network, they began to plan on how to form a counter network, and they have succeeded. They have succeeded. They first of all demonized the Eastern Security Network. They carried out a series of operations. The DSS themselves carried operation and they tied it on Biafra, but they say it's Biafra. The same thing they did during the Civil War. During the Civil War, Nigerian military went to the coastal region and they took the life of our brothers and sisters and they told them it is their brother, the Igbo people, that did it. During the Civil War, Nigerian soldiers were wearing Biafran uniform to commit atrocities in the riverine area to make them believe that the Igbos are against them. And it worked out for them. So many people in the coastal region, even up to today, believe that it was Biafran soldiers that attacked them because they were wearing Biafran uniform. That was one of the setbacks we had during that very Civil War. One of the greatest setbacks was that orchestrated attack made by Nigerian government in the uniform of the Biafran army to tarnish their image. Today, they are doing the same thing. The same thing is what they are doing. This is a game they play over and over again. And because they have the media and the politicians that are backing them up, it works for them easily. All they need to do is to go and carry out that flag of operations, and then they go to their media and they say, it is you, it is you. You begin to fight your brother. Why do you have to? You see that you say you're fighting for Biafra. How can you be killing your people? And you say you're fighting for. You see, when you go to their conventional, that is the narrative they always push. And the most painful part, it is we, the Biafran people, that help them to push that narrative. You are killing your brothers. You say you're protecting them. How can you be killing the people you're protecting? How can you be telling them to sit at home? How can they be hungry? You cannot give them food. And what can you do for them? How can you? They will continue to push it to lure you, just to weigh your emotions. And when they make that emotional blackmail, people begin to buy into it. That was exactly what they did to this very struggle. The same thing they did to sit at home. They fought it. If not for someone and the grace of Chukwu came upon him, they fought the sit at home with all manner of lie. Oh, how can you be telling your people to sit at home? Are you giving them food? The same people that they say in this thing know that when there was the COVID, they did not give any food to our people, and our people sat at home for more than a month. They even shared the food to the north, shared the food to the southwest. In Biafra land, they did not share anything to anybody. Yet, they locked you down unnecessarily. They lock you down with propaganda for more than a month. The same people come back and tell you, now that you are carrying out a genuine mission to save yourself, a genuine mission that you have a reason to, civil disobedience that you have a reason to carry out, they blackmail it. And so many of us bought into it. You go to a program, you see a fellow Biafran using the argument of the enemy to speak to you. Why are people sitting at home? You are destroying our businesses. Yeah. The same idiot that is saying that destroying business will be in his presence. Hope Uzodinma has bombed markets. Hope Uzodinma have destroyed markets. Marketplace where people are trading. It is not a camp. He has destroyed homes. And they don't see that as sabotage. They don't see that as attack against their business. The only thing they see attack is when the Biafran people are asking for their freedom. And many of us buy into these lies. A system that they have forced into you, that some of you today are scared of even fighting for their freedom. So many of us Biafrans, they are scared of fighting for their freedom. They are so scared. They don't want to talk about their freedom. Some have decided to desert their families, desert their friends. They don't want to have anything to do with you when you're talking about Biafra. They see you as the enemy. They see you as a troublemaker, even though they know it is not so. What are we asking for? Today, can you just apply your common sense and see what Nigerian government is doing to the terrorists in Nigeria and what they are doing to people who are agitating for their freedom? The people that Nigerian government today see as danger are people who are asking that they want to be free. Genuine people that are making a genuine demand. But the terrorists whose only mission is to steal, to kill, and to take life, they don't see them as a problem. They never map them as a problem. They don't even care. Instead, they will tell you to accommodate them. They will tell you, accommodate them. And so many of you are accommodating them. So many of you are accommodating them. My beloved brothers and sisters, walk away from this system that Nigeria built to make you believe that you are the problem. You are not the problem. You, the Biafran people, you are not the pure problem as a Biafran. Stop joining them to say that you are the problem. Because that is a system they intentionally put in place. Focus on the positivity more and the negative. As a Biafran, try as much as you can to focus on the positive side more than the negative. But as it stands today, so many of us are focusing on the negative more than the positive. Some Biafran will come online and tell you how bad their brothers are. They will tell you every evil that is attached to their brother. And they forget that there are a lot of advantages that even our enemies confess. There are so many advantages that our enemies are scared of, that even the whole world know. There are many advantages the whole world know about us. Instead of you to capitalize on these advantages, advance it and speak about it, no, you focus on the negative. Oh, our people never agree. Our people don't love ourselves. Our people are criminals. Our people don't trust ourselves. If it is Hausa man never go fight. Will not fight his brother. Hausa man is trusted. Hausa man is the only person that can be trusted. Yoruba man is more innocent and more genuine. A Biafran is not. This is what they want you to say, and you are saying it. You are saying it. They have tried as much as they can. When they saw that the eyes of the world was not, that was why a British journalist asked Samuel Bello, why are you so obsessed about the Igbo people? Why? Why this so much obsession? Why this so much obsession? Because that journalists have seen, investigated and see that we have not committed any crime against them, that we are not doing anything wrong. We are only being hardworking, pursuing what we want to get it. We work hard to get whatever our eyes will focus on, we get it. They were wondering, why is it that these people are hated this so much? And what response was Ahmadu Bello able to give? What response? He never said that we stole. He never said we were criminals. He never said that we took their land. He never said that we killed anybody. All he said is that when you keep us down, we don't stay down. That even if you put us in a labor camp, we will rise and become a giant in that labor camp. We are not defeated. We are not the people you can defeat. We are not timid. We can't stay down. We are hardworking. That is the only annoyance of the North till today. And they target that we are domineering. Being domineering, not that we fought a war, not that we stole from anybody, not that we are going to war to dominate or take over anybody. No. Through our hard work. They feel threatened because of how hardworking we are. Our presence is scaring them. The aura of the lion in us, they can't stand it. That is why when you hear of Isiago that we wear, that Isiago is not for fancy. That Isiago that we wear as a traditional wear, it is not for fancy. The aura of a lion is in every single Biafran. When you see, more especially the Igbo Biafran, when you see them, if you don't know about them, maybe you don't understand. But once you are in an environment and they notice that you are an Igbo person, the environment will change. Everybody will sit up. They will rearrange themselves. All eyes will be on you to see what you have to offer, what you are bringing on the table. And definitely they know that something is coming. That aura of a lion in us is scaring them so much. They don't know what's going to come next. They don't know the next step we're going to take. They don't know the next innovation that is coming. And that is why they want to kill that very gift that was given to Robert Chukwu Okabia. It's not us. It's a gift from Chukwu Okabia. They want to destroy it. And we will not allow that to happen. It doesn't matter what they do. We will not allow that to happen. Let us listen briefly to this message of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njogo. Let's hear a short part of his message before we close. This is a message I used throughout today, and I want us to listen to this part of it again before we end the program.
Biafra and to break away from Nigeria in 2023. I want you to understand that this is what Nigeria is offering. Some of you, the Biafra people, again, and they deceive you. They tell you you are corrupt. You are corrupt. You can't govern yourself. Igbo people, you are corrupt. Igbos are corrupt. Igbos are scammers. Igbos are this. You can't govern yourself. You want everybody wanting chairman, everybody wanting the leader. They install these things, policies, terminated today to the extent that some of you now choose Abuja. You're thinking that Abuja is going to be a safe haven for you. Didn't you? By now you think you are going to build mansion on top of the sky in Abuja. Today, Abuja has fallen. Abuja has fallen. Will your self-esteem help you? Will this thing that the Fulani injected in you help you? You know, when we were growing up, this particular something that Fulani injected on average man or Biafra, they tell you how some people are the one that always good. They tell you you can trust Hausa person more than an Igbo person. They tell you if you want to bring a security, bring Hausa man. You will keep your phone, the Hausa man will be there and your phone will disappear. All these junks, all this info, all this plan, all these things that mechanism they put to make sure that install this hatred amongst your brothers has been terminating, and today that is what is in Abuja. When we talk about Biafra, you say you better stay in Nigeria. I want to know how you are going to withstand the sound of this when they enter your street in Abuja. But let me tell you, with all the lies told about the Igbos and Biafra, today we are united in the struggle to liberate Biafra. Even with the bad eggs amongst them, we have been able to make a very big stride in making sure that the security of our people in Biafra land is, is guaranteed to some extent because of the way the leaders in this eastern region of Nigeria have sabotaged Biafra and our security in this region. Otherwise, I tell you today, we have been able to achieve a very big stride in the midst and in the middle of this competition that has never been achieved in Biafra since after the Biafra War. Of course, bad experience have contributed to the difficulties and the obstacles we face today in Biafra struggle. Experience from Biafra War. But what you do not understand is that the world is always evolving. This image from the Biafra War and continue and constant a reminder, reminding you of the image of what people passed through during the war. Today, the war is, for your doorstep. So, this bad experience that lie in the past are a constant reminder of the image we have of ourselves. But it is not only that. The transactional analysis or personality theory that integrates psychoanalysis with other humanistic approach suggests that early in life we decide out of awareness on a well-defined course of action called spirit. And the reason we are here today to address Biafrans is that this spirit, we are changing it. That we are carrying on throughout over again, and nothing is being done about it. Have you ever thought about it? That's when most likely you are living your script over and over again, and we have come to change the script today. I am telling you that the script have been changed. That script that you will find yourself in Nigeria and you will continue to complain over one thing. You complain Fulani and you complain they have been napping along Kaduna, you complain they have attacked the African community, you complain they have helicopter, you complain, and at the end of the day, there is nothing to show for it. When our people are there, doing everything to support this security network, to create awareness and raise funds, you think against it. At the end of the day, same thing repeats itself over and over again. I am telling you today, the 29th day of July, we are changing the script. We are changing the script. That script of one Nigeria, that script of going to election every 4 years, that script of bring me to be, that script of an Igbo man can change Nigeria, that script of one Nigeria, we are changing it. And go and mark it. Biafra people are speaking to you today. We will change it, and the world will know that we have really come out to change it. Because you have carried this script almost all your life. The script of making Nigeria one is a task. We have changed it. And if you don't believe me, you will see it in this coming 2023. I tell you today, for the interest of Biafra across Nigeria, and as Biafra people face the insecurity challenges and terrorist attack across Nigeria, we are hereby notifying all Biafrans in Nigeria that we are about to change the script for their own good. We are about to change the script of election for their own good. And after watching what is going on in Abuja, and they are calling for the impeachment of the president, you think impeaching the president will solve the problem? These are people who are still living on the streets. Give it to them. Script of fallacy, script of falsehood, script of fake promise, script of fraud. Give it to you as Nigeria, and you are following the script. We are coming to change it. Notification has come today that the script that the British gave you, and you are working on that script, we are changing it. P2B went to United Kingdom, they gave him a script. He came to Nigeria, he jumped from PDP to another party, playing the script of British. Tell P2B, don't even pretend we stop the movement that is coming. We are aware that Britain have what we call agreement, defense agreement with Nigeria of over £1 billion in defense. When the time comes, we will crush it. I am telling you. We are now in 21st century, and the world, there are crises everywhere. People are fighting, putting their life on line. Ukraine is doing something. I will be a coward to know what I have done today and stay quiet and keep calm and allow Biafra to be annihilated by those that believe that they know it all, or that they are more superior as a man than the other. What's cowardly thing I have done? And then also, God will never forgive me, because for me to be what I am today and have the opportunity to change things, and I didn't do it, God will never forget me or forgive me even at anything. So I want you to inform Biafrans all over the world that the script of Nigeria is changing longer that the script is changing. So, I tell you today, Biafra people, for the interest of Biafra across Nigeria, and as Biafra people face the insecurity challenges and terrorist attack across Nigeria, we are hereby notifying our Biafrans for the very second time that we are about to change the script for their own. As terrorists are attacking capital of Nigeria without resistance, the Biafra people are putting up measures for Biafra breakaway or exit, as we call it. Why this is going on, why the attack and the upsurge of the terrorists are going on, we are working seriously on the ground to put measures in place and get ready for Biafra breakaway in 2000. I want you to understand that attention, when we talk about this self-esteem and the moral way of life, attention plays also an important role in focusing on negative aspects of reality. And ourselves then first know define attention. Attention is that which takes possession of our mind. It is the focal point of consciousness. How has this attention affected you today? If you have a low esteem, a low self-esteem, this focal point is most likely negative. It's affecting all of you. Those Biafrans that are yet to understand that they need to fund the business security network, you are having a low self-esteem syndrome because you never believe that Biafra will be a nation. I am telling you today, researchers estimate that each attend more or less 20,000 thoughts, what people think every day. And our ancestral tendency is to pay more attention to the negative ones, which is pure survival instinct. Biafra agitation is no longer tapped. It's no longer auto-packed. Professionals have joined the league. We are making impact and alliances all over the world. It is no longer because Biafra is here. It's no longer the time to say uneducated people are there. Those people are no longer in the forefront of education. Most people with low self-esteem, though, are more prone to paying attention to the negative aspect of themselves, their lives, and external people, such as people and their situation. This is what Nigeria has offered you. Nigeria has made every Biafran to see himself or herself as a low self-esteem. And all you do is to see the negative impact of Igbo man. All you do is to see the negative part of Igbo man. You do not see the positive part. But the fact that Nigeria tells you Igbo contribute the best, Igbo can change Nigeria, Igbo can do everything, turn it upside down and turn it to gold. Yet, you don't see that part of the man. You don't see that part of the Biafra. You see the negative part of Biafra. Igbo man is this, Igbo man is that. But Nigeria is telling you issues of the nation today address as changing the script. This is called negative confirmation bias, and it is quite like seeing the world and us in a true dark lenses, failing to pay attention to the positive. Fail to pay attention to the positive of Biafra. When you talk about freedom, you say, oh, they are fighting on social media. How can they govern themselves? That is the negative part. You give it, but yet you call Obi. Obi want to be a president. Obi want to do this and do that. So be not also part of that negative part that makes you not to support Biafra. Don't worry. By the time Biafra comes, we'll take your bag and baggage and go to Northern Nigeria.
You have heard our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon, but the message is direct and straight. It is high time we focus on our positive side and stop looking into the negative side. We need to be paying more attention to our positive side than the negative. But the Zoological Republic want us to pay attention to the negative because they are the one that wrote the script. They are the one that put that system in place. So they want, when you continue to pay attention to the negative side, they are happy. They feel fulfilled. It is high time we focus on the positive side for us to do what we have to do and get out of the Zoological Republic as soon as possible. I appreciate everyone that have joined us on this very quick one. We are going to meet again tomorrow morning on our program and continue from where we stopped. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being part of this program. May Chukwu Okike Abiam continue to guide and protect all of you. Have a wonderful night and sleep well. Digest these informations. See the positive in you and not the negative. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.
This is not wicked word. This is not Confucian word. Listen to Palibran. I will tell you a story about one lady girl. Pali they go to work. Pali they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. The driver they go. The driver they go. Opposite Udi. By the right hand side. Along Gusukudu Road. I see people run. I see people run. Then I ask the driver. The driver waiting they happen. The driver waiting they happen. The driver tell the Pali boy. See no day for talk. See no day for talk. If better you take your eye and see. Then I call the driver. The driver waiting. The driver waiting. This is not wicked word. This is not Confucian word. Listen to Palibran.